I want to tell a little story about my grandfather who is now dead, my mother's father. We are a Polish family who came to Denmark many years ago. I came to Denmark in '85, and my grandfather he got cancer at a specific age. I don't know when it was, prostate cancer, and he had also different heart disease conditions and stuff like that. And when I was studying in Denmark, I sometimes went with my grandfather to the hospital because I would translate the Danish to Polish, because my grandfather could understand some Danish, but he was not super proficient in Danish. And all these trips to the hospital with my grandfather also planted a seed. I started to wonder why people got cancer. I wanted to understand. I really want to understand how things work. I always keep wondering why things happen like they do. And what happened? It was one time when I think I was reading the China study at the time, and I was trying to ask the nurses or the doctors, why do you get cancer, and what if you're fit and you exercise? And the nurse said, yeah, we had a woman, she was like very fit, she exercised, there's nothing wrong with her, and she still got cancer. And I don't remember, but it sounded like she was like terminal cancer, maybe she even died. So I was like, okay, you can even be fit and you can be healthy on the outside, and also maybe on the inside, but you can still die of cancer. So how can cancer develop in such a healthy body? So that's been puzzling me in some time, and then I just needed to figure out more, right? So the thing about my grandfather is that he was not plant-based, he was not high carb, he like animal products and high fat foods. His mother, when he was young, she always gave him like unhealthy food before bedtime, like cookies and stuff like that. So it's how you treat your body. And the thing is, how do you want to live the last years of your life? I don't remember how many years my grandfather lied in his bed, drugged, you know? He was lying in his bed on drugs until he died a couple of years ago. I don't really. You can do a lot to your body today when you're young, and if you're lucky, you'll die of a heart attack, an instant heart attack. But if you're unlucky, you will lie in a bed on drugs for many, many, many years. Who knows how many years you're going to lie on that bed? And you can't even go to pee by yourself. You have a little bag, and you're attached to this bag, and you can pee in this bag. And sometimes you don't even have strength to roll over. You need help to do that. My grandfather was lucky that my grandmother wanted to help him, so he was at home, and he had some things to yeah, but he was so weak. I don't know. And you. So the question is not much about you can't if you eat animal products, there is a cost to it. Animal products will work. You will build muscle. Many scientists, it shows you will get big. Like recently I heard T. Colin Campbell speak in a video where he says, yeah, you have these American football players eating meat and taking drugs, and you will build muscle, but it's at a cost. They don't get very old, these football players. So it's at a cost. So it's I just want you to know what you're doing. It's not good for your health. It's not good for the animals. It's not good for anything. It's not good for the planet. It's not good for the environment. So I really, really want you to think about how you want to spend the last years of your life. How do you want to spend those years? Those are valuable years. There are people that are 100 years and they're thriving. They're having a happy life. I know that there are some people are also over 100 eating, and it's amazing that the body is amazing. It can get used to many things. The body you can make the body used to almost anything, and it will still stay alive. But the question is, do you want to stay alive, or do you want to thrive the last days of your life? The last days, the last months, the last years, I don't know, man. You can imagine 10, 20 years in a bed on drugs before you die.